Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh, and his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shai. So you got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, ready to accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. Coming to another lesson of truth, facts, faith, and application, another daily application, Lord, wouldn't be edified. So I titled this lesson, A Major Prophecy is Showing That We Close to Jacob's Trouble. So this was an article I saw yesterday. Here's another company. Here's another company that's considering a rival to Elon Musk, Neuralink. Another company saying that they are pushing forward to the agenda of the Sea Hill. So check this out. And this is all pre-planned, man. Problem, reaction, solution. Turn this volume down. Listen to this. It's called Kiwi Scientists Competing with Elon Musk to Control Computers with Brain Chip.
Controlling computers through your thoughts could be closer than you think.
Australian company Synchron is moving forward with a large-scale human trial of a brain-computer interface, or BCI, competing with Elon Musk's Neuralink.
Meanwhile, our own scientists are planning a Kiwi version of the cutting-edge tech. Finn Hogan has more.
No mouse, no keyboard, no touchscreen. These people are using computers, even playing video games, with pure thought, using a chip inserted into their brains.
It's all being done with my brain.
So some of the most exciting current work in brain-computer interfaces is happening just in our neck of the woods already.
Competing with Elon Musk's Neuralink, Australian company Synchron is moving forward with a large-scale human trial of its brain-computer interface, or BCI. The tech is transformative for those with physical disabilities or neurological disorders, and Kiwi scientists think the next step starts here.
I think that there's a good chance that New Zealand, that we can be the world leader in this area of technology.
Michael Whitbrock is the CEO of Transaxon, a Kiwi BCI startup promising a far less invasive way of implanting brain chips.
The idea is you take a pill, it gives some of your brain cells instructions to turn themselves into new neurons. It gives them a program to develop a new nerve tract, just like your spinal cord or your optic nerve, out to near the surface of the skin. Snap a little device on that, just like this watch, right, which has connections under it, giving a computer connection to this new brain structure that you've grown to connect yourself to computers.
And more advanced versions could completely transform our minds.
We can only pay attention to one thing at once. If you think you can multitask, well, you can't, right? You can't, for example, simultaneously read two parts of a document. You can't simultaneously have conversations with two different people while you're paying attention to both of them. All of those limitations are going to be up for revision.
Whitbrock says the prototype is still at least a decade away, requiring next-generation AI tools that are still unproven. But a future where we aren't replaced by machines, they just become part of us, is now in sight. Finn Hogan, News Hub.
See? So, I want to show that. Let me come back to me. Shalom to the Akim Nawa tuning in. Yeah, by Shema Shah Brakatha. So let me show this. And I was showing this the other day in the lesson. So you got this company, Synchron. Then you got this with Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates team up to beat rival Elon Musk's Neuralink. And everybody, this is a game, man. This is a game to get Jake to take the Sea Hill, man. And they got these and I'm just watching. So I was watching the movie, the old movie, it's called New World Order. I'm watching it on Tubi. And I'm watching the other one now. It's a 1980 movie called Image of the Beast. And at the end of the movie, New World Order, the one chick, her homegirl was fighting her all through the movie about not taking the Sea Hill. But at the end of it, they called her. She went and took it. And the other girl went in to get it. And she told her she wasn't taking it. She like, you better take it. She said, you told me you weren't going to take it. She said, I was scared to die. So she took it on her hand. They took the one girl in, and she just laid down and got her head chopped off. And show you, and Esau be putting in, because why would they make a movie showing people if they don't take it, that they're going to get put to death? Because it's already written in the scriptures. And her parents had took it, and they was like, don't you got a daughter? So they had snitched her out, man, because she told her parents she wasn't taking it. Then they went and took it. Then her dad told her, you got to trust in the government. They ain't going to do us wrong. It's slow belly Edomite, man. So here it is. They making it seem like they racing to make a better Sea Hill. Like it's for the people. Like we're going to do something better. And now all these niggas is together, man. They all work for the elites. And the elites all work for the Heavenly Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. This is all a game. Who's going to take it? That's why you got to constantly pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to keep the spirit on us, man. Because all this new tech, and Jake loved the new Apple Watches and the new Samsung Galaxies and the new iPhones, everything that's new. Because again, in Revelation, what they say? Who is able to make war with the beast? Let me get this one. Just want to show these clips, and I'm gonna go get a couple precepts. Same thing over and over. Got to bring this out again. Neuralink rival Synchron is recruiting patients for big brain chip clinical trial, man. Clinical trial. And they say they got over right here. Hold on. Yep. There is, let me see. Right here. Oxley told Reuters that the trial could include up to dozens of participants and that 120 clinical trial centers, 120 clinical trial centers have already expressed interest in offering to help run the study. Of course, in the movie New World Law, they said, get to your local C-HIP station. It's mandatory. Every time. They just gotta do it. But I'm done, Esau. I'm done. I'm done with the clips, man. I'm through. Let me pull this blue letter up, man. Let me get rid of these. Let me get rid of these, man. These devils is a trip, man. I'm done, Esau. I'm done with the articles. But again, as the title say, this one major prophecy, man, showed that we are close to Jacob's trouble, man. We are close to getting out of here. So as I bring out over and over the same precepts, let me pull it up here. Everybody racing to push 120 clinical centers ready to push these trials. Come on with it, man. Because as Apostle always say, hey, when they push this, things gonna speed up, man. And in the movie, they showed you in the news. They said in the movie I watched New World Order, and I'm watching Image of the Beast now. And the guy, the Edomite, he going through the whole breakdown. It's crazy how he going through the whole breakdown. And he was talking about how in 70 AD, he mentioned in Daniel, he was telling these two people, this chick and this dude, about the abomination that maketh it desolate, and how the Israelites had to flee. He going through all that in the movie, Image of the Beast. And he was talking about a lot of stuff, which is kind of, he was on point with dealing with the situation of, he said, she was like, what about the God's chosen people? And he was like, yeah. He mentioned 144,000. And he said the 144,000 are those that ain't gonna have no blemishes. They ain't gonna be, right? They ain't gonna be no guile or none of that. He said the unknown multitude is gonna wake up from hearing them. That shit shocked the hell out of me when he said that. So let me get, because the girl daddy in the movie said, when she was like, how could y'all, because they was pushing her to get it. Before they went and got it, they was telling her, she walked in the house and they told her, they was watching the news right then and said they just made it mandatory that we got to go and get the C-Hip. And she was like, I'm not getting it. So her dad was like, he gonna get it. Her mama gonna get it. And he was like, you got to trust the government. They wouldn't do us wrong. Man, it's Isaiah 36:6. The word government means mind control, man. Control minds. Hold on here. This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And 2/3 of our people trust in the so-called white man. Let's get this in Isaiah. Same precepts over and over, man. But this is where we at. As Apostle Gabari say, repetition is the father's skill. It said we're going to their hand and lean it. Matter of fact, let me go back to this one more time. Salakia. It's Isaiah 36:6. It's heavy, man. I meant to go into this. Maybe some newcomers that don't know. So again, they say, lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed. America is a broken system. It's broken. On Egypt, whereon if a man lean, right? Let's go to this word lean. Lean meaning to trust in something. You put all your eggs in this one basket. As the hopeful elect has put all their eggs in the basket of Yahweh Shema Shah. Oh, heavy. Jeremiah 24. The Lord asked Jeremiah, he said, what did I see? He said, I see a basket of good figs, right? Well, that basket of good figs is the elect, the hopeful elect. So they putting all their eggs in the basket of Yahweh Shema Shah. So this is the word for lean.
Strong's H, 5564. Samach.
It's a uphold, stay sustained. As Psalm 55 and 22, it say, cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. Right? Holding up, born, established, stand fast, life hard, rested, set, to lean, rest, see, support, lean against, to sustain, refresh, revive, to support or brace oneself. So if you trust in this government, which most people do, like this slow-bellied Edomite on this movie, tell about the government ain't gonna lie to us. They gonna protect us. They here to help us. Man, let's see what the strong say. To support, uphold, sustain. And see, this is the Lord, man. And we was going to the word last night, right? When you go to, okay, it said the same thing basically. See, bear up. So let's go back to this. Let me read this in Wisdom of Solomon 17. Because to understand this precept is what Esau done us, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. It reads, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth. The succors mean help, right? Which lead me to this precept. Let's go back. So it said, lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed, right? It tell you in Isaiah 24 that this place is broken. On Egypt, whereon if a man lean, you trust in it, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Now, before I go to Isaiah 30, this word pierce, show you how this precept, Wisdom of Solomon 17, links right with Isaiah 30 and Isaiah 31, which I'm going to read, Lord willing. This is heavy,
Strong's
man.
H 5344. Nakav.
See, it say blaspheme, because if you take this, this is what you're doing against the Lord, because you are making the so-called white man your God. It say bore, right? When you go back to Exodus 21 and 5, it say, if a man love his master, then his master shall bring him and bore his ear through with an awl. It say name. What's part of Revelation 13 and 18? It said the name and the number. See, their name, the Edomites, the elite's name, the UPC, the Universal Product Code, his name and number is in this, man. Pierce, appoint, hose, pierce through, strike through. To pierce, perforate, bore, appoint, to prick of, designate. To be pricked of, be designated, be what? Specified, man. To be specified, man. It's right here. To puncture. It say designate, appoint, bore, curse. Because that's what you're doing. If you taking it. It's a withholds, name, pierce, strike through. Now let's go to Isaiah 30. It's Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. So what happened to Adam and Eve? It tell you that they sold fig leaves together, right? They sold fig leaves together, and they took a covering, but it wasn't of the Lord. It was of the other nations, man. But it's a woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. The counsel is the so-called white man's philosophies, his ways of life, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So these coverings, just like this same chapter, Isaiah 30, it said they trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity, what iniquity? To take a covering of the heathens shall be a breach unto you. It said that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You trust in the system. You leaning on your support is thus saith the so-called white man, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. See? Let's get this one. It's Isaiah 31. Now, right here, Wisdom of Solomon 17, it reads, For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors, right? Succors mean help. This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, right? That military power, that government assistance, everything looks promising. It reads, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Right? Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping, meaning be helped, shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So, Wisdom of Solomon 17:12, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors. Succors mean help, which reason offereth. Your spirit telling you, thus saith the Lord, but your flesh saying, we can't see the Lord. When the Lord gonna come? When the Lord gonna pull up and help us? That's the flesh. But the Lord has given us spiritual fathers and spiritual uncles, the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, the elders, to teach you how to exercise your spirit and overpower the flesh, like I said in Galatians 5:16. But 2/3, they love the so-called white man. That's why I read yesterday in Jeremiah 2, the Lord said, we have went days without the Lord without number. So now these niggas done trim their way to seek love. Well, there's a basket of good figs and there's a basket of evil figs that the Lord reactivated, man. You have been initiated. This is Isaiah 13:15. Everyone, and again, the fear that the so-called white man taught you is to fear him, to fear death, to fear going without, to fear not knowing how you're going to feed your family if you don't follow their ways. This is what he taught us, man. To fear me. This is Isaiah 13:15. It reads, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. And everyone, hey, you gonna get thrust through by taking that sea hill. The Lord gonna come and get you, man. As it tell you in Revelations 14. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Let me get this man that deceived our people. Oh, I want to get 1 Corinthians and 10. Because the Lord said this. They have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. And this is why we go through trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions. Let me get this one. This is called being builded up to what's about to come, man. And I want to read the last verse in this. Yahushua, it say what Yahushua already went through. We going through it. It tell you in 2 Corinthians 4:17. It's a light affliction, man. This is Hebrews 2:17. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, the Messiah, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to what? Succor them that are tempted. So what I'm reading here in Wisdom of Solomon 17, let's get this. It said, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth. So Esau taught the fear of them, and don't worry about fearing the Lord. Don't worry about trying not to eat pork and shrimp and crabs and lobster, and don't worry about trying to keep the Sabbath. And no, follow my statutes, my covenant, my codes. This is let's get this word just to show you what Sakura mean.
Strong's G 997 by Atheo. By Atheo.
See, it say to help, bring aid. This what the Lord. That nigga Anthony Farkas said we vulnerable, man. He said Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are vulnerable, so we need to drink the Capri Sun, man. He said we need to drink it first, and we should be thankful because they got a so-called black woman that helped create the Yabawaki. Help to aid or relieve. Let's see what this G998 say. Ooh, a helper. It's a Sakura, the Sakura. Yahweh Shai, man. Does it tell you in what is that? Matthew 9:12. He said the physician. He said they that are sick. Matter of fact, let me read it. They that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. There's nothing you can do by running to the so-called white man for help, man. This is but through his rudiments, which I love to read in Colossians 2:8, through his rudiments, he have conditioned our mind to believe that they're gonna help us, man. Matthew 9:12. But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, they that be whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. So our physician is Yahushua, man. That's why I say this in Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord is. And the Lord can only be help for who? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Let me get this in Psalms. The Psalms 33:10. No, it's 12. Right here. Look. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he have chosen for his own inheritance. So blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. So what nation is Yahweh God to? It's the Hebrew Israelites, man. So only the Israelites will have some help. Let me get this one in Psalms. Psalms, what is that? Psalms 1. Is 146, I think it is, and 3. Nope. Verse 5. It say Psalm 146:5. Happy is he who he that have the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, his power, man. Esau done made us think that it's him, man. No, we done found the Lord say he made the so-called white man bear. Let me find out these niggas. Caesar Borgia is back right now. His name is David Rothschild, man. Let me show him to you. As a matter of fact, that nigga finna go into a bunker, man. He can't save you. Let me see if they'll let me get him. Let's pull this nigga up, man. Let's pull this nigga up, man. There you go. Hold on. Let me show you Caesar Borgia, man. In real time, man. Let me show you how he look. This nigga's back right now. That nigga gonna go into a bunker, man. Here you go. Here goes Caesar Borgia reincarnated, man. Yeah, that's him right there. David Rothschild, man. This is Caesar Borgia, real time. Look at him. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show it to you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you Caesar Borgia. Where this nigga at? Right here. There you go. Now this image right here, I did a lesson on this a few years ago. Hold on, bear with me. They sold this painting a couple years ago for like 500 million, they said it was. Hold on. Let me click on this. Just get this one. There you go, right here. That's Caesar Borgia right there, man. This nigga finna run into a bunker, man. But he's back right now. Hold on. Let me get this. Let's bike up a few ticks. This nigga right here. There you go. The sixth Pope of Rome. Rodrigo Borgia, man. This nigga had Leonardo da Vinci to paint his son as Jesus Christos, man. Yeah. So David Rockefeller, let me go back to this nigga, man. Caesar Borgia, he here right now, man. Yeah. This nigga ain't saving nobody, man. This nigga gonna run into a bunker, man. But Esau eat him. And that's why I tell you when you're reading Revelation. Let me get it from the phone. Is that Revelations? So you got Revelation 16 and 13. It reads, "And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet." The false prophet being the Roman Catholic Church. "For they are spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and to the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day." See, and it's France, the monetary, Washington military, And the Vatican, Rome, is for the religion, man. These are the 3 unclean spirits. So this nigga ain't come back to save nobody, man. These niggas, these false prophets, man. But they set up their image, got you thinking Jesus Christ finna come save you through white supremacy, man. Ain't no rapture. Ain't nobody getting raptured out of here. You got to go through the tribulation, man. And if you take that sea hill, the Lord's going to kill you, man. And these niggas is promoting in the same way when Jordans come out, when the new Jordans on, if they retros and they got the different color on them, niggas be 200-300 deep in line waiting for some damn shoes, man. That's how niggas gonna be for that sea hill, man. And they got all these different stations. Take that down. They got all these different stations setting up. They said over 120 clinical places, man. Get a couple more pre-sales. Let's go back to this. Jeremiah. Let's go back to this. 17 again in verse 5. This so-called white man has did a perfect job in getting Jake to just forget about the Lord, man. Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited. So you're gonna be dried up, man. Dried up, man. You're gonna wither away. Or what's that verse that say, your iniquities have kept these good things from you. Let me get that. Type this in, see what it said. Just like it, bear with me here. This is serious, man. These people is pushing hard to push this, man. Jeremiah 5. Let me get this. And Jake finna run to it, man. And what's the in vogue SWV? Who shall I run to for love? Who shall I run to when I need love? These slow-bellied niggas gonna run right to this nigga, man. This is Jeremiah 5 and 25, 25, Salakia. It reads, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins withholding good things from you. See, this was happening, man. Because Jake really don't believe. And at the minute, let me get this in Michael. All these guys, I don't gotta name names, you know who they is. All these niggas that's telling you that the MOTB is something else. Well, in that time, because it's in their face, it's been in their face the whole time, but they've been telling them it's something else. And more we see, not countries, listen, if you live in Argentina right now, your ass is using digital currency, man. You can't use no cash. Because they just passed a bill. No cash. So how the hell, you living in China right now, how the hell you paying for stuff, man? Ain't no cash, man. So then you got to answer these things. Well, what are they using? I don't know. We don't know that yet. It's just like a regular pastor in the church. When somebody come ask them a question about the scripture they done read and they can't give them the damn answer, they'll tell them, come back next week, we'll talk about it. No, I need the answer now. What are they using for currency in China? Because it damn sure ain't cash. This is Micah 3 and 5. And that's why this is going to happen, man. Real soon. And to back this up in Zechariah 13, the scriptures say, this nigga ain't no prophet. He said, I'm just a herdsman. I ain't no prophet. Micah 3 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err. The MOTB is in our face, man. Jacob's World War III is in our face as proxy wars, man. What are these niggas talking about? They ain't talking about Jacob's trouble. The MOTB is in our face, man. It's places in America right now ain't no cash. There is no cash, man. It's certain places they don't take cash. Either you got your phone or you're using your card. Ain't no cash. So how can you say, but it is what it is? Was that Titus? Was that Titus 1? To the pure, all things are pure. Thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths, what? The truth, they. Who is they? The congregation. Even prepare war against him, man. What are they not putting into their mouths? Let's get it. Isaiah 33. It's Isaiah 33 and 15. He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gains of oppression, that shaketh his hand from holding the bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. What is this talking about? Well, let's back it up with another precept. Jeremiah 48 and 10. This is what it's talking about. Cursed be he that doeth the work of Yahweh deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. If you still say what that mean, hold on, I'm gonna give you another to break it down a little more plainly. Zechariah 8 and 16. This is what it means to keep back your sword from blood, to shut up your eyes from seeing of evil and hearing of evil. Zechariah 8 and 16. These are the things that ye should do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. What gates? In the highways and hedges, in the streets and lanes. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. Rebuke is not evil. It's the truth. What else, Lord? And love no false oath. For all these are the things that I hate, saith Yahweh. So for a person to not tell you, when it's right in our face and we watching on the news, these niggas ain't mentioned nothing about the bombings, the cruise and ballistic missiles that's getting shot off. That's supposedly the Holy Land right now, man. No, as I heard the elder brother say yesterday, that's just the state of Israel, man. Ain't nothing holy about that land, man. That's just the state of Israel. And I'm finna start saying that from now on, man. Yeah, the state of Israel. Because ain't nothing holy about missiles and cruise missiles getting shot and people dying daily over there, man. It's blood on the grounds in Israel. How the hell is that possible if those are the chosen peoples of the Lord? It's blood on the ground. The brother showed us a picture. They tacked this nigga to the ground and ran him over with a damn tank, man. How's that the Holy Land, man? Let me go back to this. So all these guys out here that's lying to these jakes, Micah 3 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he puteth not into their mouths the truth, man. What the Lord say? Open thy mouth wide and I will fill it. Hold on, let me get that. It say, and he that puteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. So these congregations, all these guys, they're going to come against them in Psalms. Man, can't make this up, man. What is that? Psalms 81 and 10. The Lord said, open thy mouth wide and I will fill it. So the Lord has given us real prophets, real messengers. Psalms 81 and 10. I am Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide and I will fill it. Eating a roll and go and teach the house of Israel, man. See? But these false prophets is not put into the mouths, man. Ooh, let me get this. Just thought about this one. Matthew 5 and 6. It's a Salakia. Just going through the spiritual motion right now. Matthew 5 and 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled, man. With what? The truth, man. And the truth is, these niggas is racing and they calling each other. Everybody calling these people talking about they rivals against Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos and with the original hot boy BG talking about they rival to racing against. Then this other Synchron talking about they are rival to Elon Musk. No, that shit is a game, man. It's the same way if Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, if Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos came out with the iPhone, right? And then Elon Musk came out with the Samsung Galaxy. And then another company came out with the new Flip Nokia. Niggas gonna be racing to go, oh shit, I want that. I want the new iPhone. I want this iPhone. Let's say iPhone never existed. They came up with, so you got 3 companies that got 10, 20, 30, 40 little buildings you can just run and get the damn C here. Nigga said, bro, what you finna get? I'm finna get the iPhone, man. I'm finna go get the Samsung Galaxy. What you finna get, man? I'm finna get the Nokia. This is what they doing, man. And it's a game because the world, what the elite say, that we just goyim, man. Goyim. Goyim in the Hebrew. We just goyim. We just cattle. Watch everybody scatter. This we watching happen, man. These devils, these crafty bastards, and I say this all the time, this is the only law, this is the one and only law that these bastards is keeping, man. The one and only law is to get everybody to see here. You can follow anything else according to the so-called white man, but this. You got to do this. So a major prophecy is showing that we close to Jacob's trouble, man. And I was reading the other night in Revelation 7. They tell you that the angels is holding back these winds, right? These 4 winds, which is the destruction. Well, we see things happening. It's getting worse with earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. These proxy wars. It's real heavy, man. And we see the sea here. It's digital currency. Mandated. They mandating digital currency because that's the prelude to the sea hill, man. If currency is already digital, then we just waiting for them to mandate the sea hill, man. Which now, here it is, company talk about you can control computers with your sea hill, man. We are getting close. Stay prayed up. Constantly send up prayers. Yahweh Shema Rashai to strengthen you, to endure to the end, and to give you the spirit to overtake whatever coming, man. Because let's get this in Revelation. Because I'm watching this movie, right? This movie, New World Order, and they were sending out people to round up the ones that was like, not all the ones that got, because they got your name. Your name is in the computers, man. Your name's in the system. That's why they asked the dude and the woman. They said, is anybody else in y'all house? When they went to the Sea Hemp Center, to the shipping station, they was like, no, it's just us. So then after they got the Sea Hemp, they said, when they walked away, the guy said, are you sure that's everything? So they was like, yeah. He said, what about your daughter? So they turned around and looked at him like, how the hell you knew about our daughter? They was like, listen, just bring her down here, get her. And when she ain't come, they went looking for her, man. Her and her homegirl, which they had linked up with these people that was off the grid. Oh, and guess what they said? The guy said, how did you find out where they was at? This nigga said, because the chick said, it was one of the chicks that worked for this guy. She said, because we got a plant. Because they came to him and said, they came to the big man. He came into town in the movie New World Order. It's, old, low budget, but it was pretty decent. He said, she told him, she said, yo, the Turkish president ready to meet you. She said, we had a problem with the Christians in Turkey, but we found them. And he said, how did you find them? He said, because we had a plant. We had a plant in a organization. And the apostle been saying this, man. It's niggas in your camp, man. Them niggas is plants, man. We don't know who. Well, it would seem impossible because brothers is all loving and diligent spirits, and it may not be at the moment. But the chick said, yeah, we found them all because we had a plant. And the ones with this chick, with her father, her mother, and daddy, when they got the Sea Hill, she went to an organization. She found that was off the grid. And one of the people that was in their group was a damn plant, man. And the apostle's been saying this for so long, man. And everything that was said is really happening right now in real time, man. That's why the Lord said in Ezekiel 12, when he said, it ain't gonna be prolonged no more. He said the effect of every vision, man. And what the apostle been saying for years is happening. This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou has kept the word. Salakia, hold on. I want to get this. Revelations 2 and 10. Because he locked them up, man. He locked them up when they caught him and put him in this and put him in a nice little size room. And they all was sitting there with they ain't have cuffs, and they had the plastic tie wire, the white ties on their hands. And everybody was sitting there. The women was crying, the men was sitting in there, and they was calling them one by one. Either you went in and came back out with the Sea Hill in your forehead or in your hand, or you got put to death. And they showed how they had you laid down on this little whatever it is, and then you put your head up in the one part, and when your head get cut off, they got the thing that's up under your body fall into an incinerator and burn up. So they had you to lay on this in the movie. They had you to lay on this like piece of whatever it is. Like it had like trap doors up under your back and your leg, your torso. Your body was like a trap door, and it was like an incinerator. So once your head get cut off, your body instantly fall and it burn up. This is Revelation 2 and 10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. You shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you don't know if it's going to be 10 days or longer or shorter. But this is going to happen, man. That's why they got these concentration camps. In Revelations 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. It can only link to one thing, man. But the Lord got to give you the eyesight to understand what's really going on. And the ones that it tell you in Isaiah 28, let me read this. It's Isaiah 28. Start at 14. It reads, wherefore hear the word of Yahweh, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. So it said, ye scornful men, which is these so-called leaders, man. What did they do? Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. See, same thing happened in 1 Maccabees 1, man, in 11. That went out of Israel, wicked men. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. So this is what they telling the people. These overflowing scourges ain't gonna come to us. So if the overflowing scourges ain't gonna come to them, then what are they teaching? Let me get this. Jeremiah. It was Jeremiah 14. Let's read this. Jeremiah 14 and 13, it reads, Then said I, our Lord, Yahweh, power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword. Why are they saying this? Because they saying it. Oh, no, we ain't ain't no scourges. The scourge shall not come into us. So they telling the congregation that you shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a sure peace in this place. That's what they doing. This is what these false prophets, this is what these guys telling the congregation. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them, because that ain't in the scriptures about there ain't gonna be no scourges. The scriptures tell you about scourges. It just said in Revelation 29, some gonna get tossed into prison. Who own the damn prisons? Neither spake unto them, they prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. And they tell you in what is that? Wisdom of Solomon. He said their sons, their daughters, they all gonna get it, man. In Wisdom of Solomon, let me get this real quick. Is that Wisdom of Solomon 3? It reads, verse 9, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations. See, what's their own imagination? What I read in Jeremiah 14. They said, what? I will give you a sure peace in this place. That ain't what the Lord said. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despises the wisdom and wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, because they trust in what? This agreement. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. And that's what it said in Zechariah 13, that this guy gonna say he was no prophet. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. So this back in Isaiah 28 and 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. See, this is what these guys who made the covenant, the 501c3, this is what they tell their congregation. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Right? The Lord say, verse 17, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies. The hail represent this truth, and the waters, this truth, shall overflow the hiding places. And your covenant with death, your covenant with the so-called white man shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. See, from the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you, for morning by morning shall it pass over. By day and by night And it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. What report? That you didn't repent and you took this for a gain. And you trusted in the so-called, you trust in your pastor, your leader, and they led you to death. Listen, it said from time that it go forth. What? The Jacob's trouble, the trouble, whatever calamity the Lord got coming to you. From the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you, for morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night. We don't know how long Jacob's trouble gonna be. We don't know. What we do know is it got to play out. The scriptures say people is going to starve from famine, man. They're going to die. That means this got to be days on end, weeks for you to starve. No food, no water. Isaiah 3 on the Lord said, He take away the stay in the stare, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. So for famine to play out, it's going to be some days, man. From the time that it goeth forth, Jacob's trouble, it shall take you, for morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. Here is a cold kicker. For the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it, right? And the covering narrower than that he can wrap himself in it. This means ain't no comfort coming to those. There ain't no comfort. If you in your bed, right? Your bed is longer. Your bed is longer than you. Your covers are longer than you right now. So when you get a good night's rest, you get to cover up and sleep good. Turn the AC on, however you want. You got the fan. You get to sleep comfortable. The Lord say, this ain't no be no comfort for a nigga that took the 501c3, that took the MOTB, man. I want to make this point in this verse. Again, Isaiah 28:19 said, For from the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. For morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night. And it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. Now, the precept to that, because it says it's going to pass over you. For morning by morning, by day and by night. In Amos, it's Amos 5. Man, the Lord, man. Amos 5 and verse 16. Listen to this. Therefore, Yahweh, the God of hosts, the Lord saith, thus, wailing shall be in all streets. What? Isaiah 28 said, what? From morning by morning, by day and by night shall it pass over, man. It's going to be destruction, judgment, calamities. Amos, the Amos 5, I'm right here. Therefore, Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord saith, thus, wailing shall be in all streets. Not some, not half. Your ass ain't finna take no flight. You ain't finna get on no boat. You can't go nowhere and hide, man. Wailing. The hiding is for the elites, man. The Lord is preserving the elites. Them are the only ones gonna get to hide. And there's elites in every country. The Chinese got higher up elites. Only one get to hide is the elites, because these bastards is gonna be the first bulk of slaves to bring back us some good bucks. Elder Yashua was doing the lesson on the guy that they made it, and there was a lot of them. That was just one. He did a lesson on one. They used a lot of us on the plantation for breeding, man. They had breeding plantations, man. And they said in the video the elder showed, this guy had over 200 kids before he died in 1950 something. I think it was 56 or 53. 200 kids, man. He was a good buck, man. I can't wait, man, to breed you niggas, man. You heathens, man. Because, boy, looky here. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I can't wait. Lord willing. It don't even matter. Hey, to die as the host elect or a 2/3 and come back in the kingdom and get to put you niggas, get the fucking nigga, because I need some good bucks. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord saith, thus, Well, it shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas. And they shall call who? The husbandmen to mourning. See, that nigga, and when you read in Zechariah 13, that nigga say, ain't no proud stuff, my husband. They shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as what are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards, every workplace shall be wailing, for I, who? For I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. The same way the Lord destroyed Egypt, he's finna annihilate Babylon the Great. And if you don't repent, the Lord is going to kill you. You will die a grievous, horrible death, whether it be by sword or famine. Your ass gonna die. Pestilence, or somebody gonna be eating on your ass, man. Because you niggas refuse the truth. I'm gonna close with this. I gotta read this again. Michael. The congregation is coming for these niggas, man. The Lord gonna put the spirit on these spirits that's created for vengeance. The Lord gonna turn the switch up, and all these fake pastors out here that's claiming to be prophets. Oh boy. Micah 3:5. Thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths the truth, they who the congregation even prepare war against him. They coming. Just wait. Anybody out there that pushing that garbage, you ain't warning Jacob about Jacob's trouble. You ain't talking about the MOTB. Them congregation that hit the cash out, send you, yeah, we need new cameras and all this and that. Yeah, we need new jets. They gonna come for your ass, man. They gonna come for your ass. Lord wins edifying. You gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikah Korash. The honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone, rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles now of all of Israel, ready concepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the offering pushing this truth and believing this truth, but the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwa who are listening, learning. If you sisters who are listening, learning, the Bible tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom. Wa Abba. Hey, do y'all see when I stop using them damn articles, the video just flowing? See how Esau playing with me, watching my shit? It's okay though, because I want you bastards. We gonna get all you bastards over there at Google, man. All you demons at YouTube, man. We ain't had no more problems. When I don't use articles, I'm telling you, it ain't my computer, it ain't the internet. It's them fucking bastards at Google, man. Can't wait to get you bastards, man. Shalom.